Well, of my two friends, one lives Bible Fire, by the way. This is not on Flying Axe Blade. Of my two friends that I have here in Randolph, one is moving to New York um, yesterday, and the other lives up on a hill, and it's kind of a chore for him to get down here. And we're both crazy, so it's kind of cool. But he generally only gets down here in the winter like once every 3 months, and then in the summer maybe twice a month kind of deal. That might be like 2 days in a row in 1 month. Alright, so hi YouTube, you're my buddy. So I was pretty sore yesterday. I was really sore today. Apparently, second day soreness is something else. And I was tomically ill. Is tomically a word? The tummy. I was tummy ill. And lung ill as well. But I expect that because humidity is high and water is not my friend, it seems like. However, Chica really ticks me off. Chica is a girl, a gal, a woman. She's older than me, but not by much, not by very much at all. So we're the same generation. When I was an anthropath, psycho on anthropology. When I was an anthropath, one of the things I studied was age groups, specifically, and how we relate, and how that's been segmented and taken away from us by public school, putting us into year groups as opposed to age mates, where you get along with people who are of the, you ready for the word? Same maturity level as you. Right? So if you're a 7-year-old and your intelligence is that of an 11-year-old, but your actions are still like a 7-year-old, the 11-year-olds aren't really necessarily going to want you around a whole lot. But if you're a 7-year-old with the intelligence of an 11-year-old and you have the wherewithal to keep your peace, 11-year-olds are going to let you weigh in occasionally. You just have to know your place on the totem pole, so to speak. So this gal that got me so sick that I was physically ill today, now, this is what you have to keep in mind as me. Alright? Every time I approach her, or even wave to her from across the street, and she gives me a smile and waves back, you know, or she's happy enough to listen to my questions or my comments regarding her gardens on my golf course. And so this is what's going on, alright? Every year I put in at least 30 hours. Solid. We're talking 110%. We're talking playing basketball on your high school team. 110%. Okay? I give her. On the golf course. on her stuff. 30 hours a year. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. And so then the other night, I go into, all right. So I got this all set up, to trap the thief of the swords and axes. And so I go down to tell one of my prime suspects to come back up here and have a beer and let me explain how the traps work. Okay. And because I want him to quit stealing. I don't want to catch him stealing because then I'd put him in an electric chair and call him a false friend. And, well, actually, I can't say not really, but, you got the picture. You don't know the specifics, but you got the picture. I'm no stranger to waterboarding, right? You saw it right from that. It's all just waterboarding down, beating up my Rocky boots. So I find out from Tim, the owner of Smashley's Railside Tavern, his real name, but everybody calls it Smashley, that Caleb doesn't, he's one of the guys in the armor. If you put in another guy in chainmail or another guy in armor, in the Flying Axe Fleet search engine, he's one of the guys in there. He's the guy that's always up in the tree and stuff, right? So he's prime suspect number 2. Number 1, I have no desire to, I don't even want to talk to him. I don't like that guy at all. He's whack, satanic whack. And Caleb's just stupid. That's really it. He's just stupid. But he's got brains, but he chooses to remain illiterate so that he can remain disabled. So he can just live on the dole. He chooses that. So that's too bad for him. But I can work with that. I can work with pretty much anything except for really sick individuals. And so I find out from Tim that he doesn't normally show up until Saturday nights. Well, up to this point, my thought process has been that my thefts have been happening on Friday nights. And perhaps one Thursday. But I'm not, not too sure on that because I wasn't out here. Well, I was out here Thursday, then I was out here Saturday, and so it happened in between there. But all the other thefts occurred on Friday nights. And the one night that a theft did not occur, I was out here pretty much all night, and he was here with me, so obviously he's not going to steal from me while he's right here. Or, well, I'm right here. But I can picture him coming down and being all like, "Hey, Blade, what you doing?" Not getting a response. And then coming down here and using his cell phone light to fish around and find a blade. Right? Because he has needs that the dole does not provide him. Do you understand me? He's an addict. And of course, one of my $26 axes, one of my $70 swords is obviously worth a $20 sack. And he has needs. So, if that's where it's going, But if the person he's buying his sack from happens to display this stuff, and other people who may not know that he's dealing in that, that visit him, that know me and see my equipment in his house, I'm kind of a little disappointed with him. You know, because, like, I got the sheaths, you know, like, that's the sheath for the Gil Hidman, my super awesome silver thrower that I had. But you can't, it's not just limited edition, it's discontinued and you can't find one anymore. I haven't found any online. And so that means they gotta be, like, stupid expensive. Excuse me, I'm getting a little ticked off. Settle down, settle down. Talk about the girl. Alright, so what this gal does is she's cordial to me inside the second. I went to the second bar. I was all like, well, no, because I had money to spend in the first bar to buy him and me a drink, and so we could talk before we came back here. You know, to loosen him up a little bit, because I wasn't going to hurt him here. I was going to show him where everything was, so that if anything got stolen, I would know it wasn't him, you know. And what'd she do? What do you think she did? Serious, like, of all the crazy stuff in the world, almost. Alright. That'll work anyway. She is cordial with me for 4 minutes. Maybe 6, but I doubt it. Okay? And, have a punching bag, so I gotta rip wood apart. Because this is a punching bag scenario in terms of anguish. Then something comes up that somebody else did. I didn't do to her. And so then she keeps her peace for one more minute. And then she just straight out turns her back on me. And now I don't go into the bars because I want to establish legitimacy for myself. You know, that I really am this flying axe blade character that I portray on YouTube. 27 hours a day people watch my videos. 27 hours a day. I mean, come off it. I got an ego. I like that. You know, thumbs up for me. 27 hours a day people watch my videos. That's awesome. It's more than a day. I'm under constant surveillance is the other way to look at it. Anyway, and so I want to establish legitimacy that this exists right here. Spray paint, fire, archery, axes, etc. You know, that I'm not out there just recruiting people that come to my backyard to rape them or something. And she turns her back on me. That's just, come on, just out of regular civilness. She should have toasted me. You know, when because it wasn't my fault the lady took forever to bring my beer back to me. The beer that I ordered, which was an Allagash. It was very nice. And I gave her a $3 tip. And the girl still took like 6 minutes to bring it back. Alright, cherish his new love. May God not toward thee be well.